Hello and welcome to another episode of Farming Simulator 22 on Ballysprings. Right, I've just been and sold the potatoes, guys. I've had a mod conflict, which was meaning I couldn't sell the larger capacity potato pallets. So I've had to basically spend the last half an hour trying to figure out why that was happening, what was causing it and things like that. So yeah, it was a weird one, to be honest. Anyway, we kind of got to the stage now where I've managed to sell the potatoes. Yeah, I brought the production in and everything. Like I say, I've restarted this episode about 5 times today and it's just all gone completely wrong. But yeah, the snow has gone. It didn't go when I first started playing. It disappeared about 9 o'clock. But we were covered in snow till then. But yeah, there's a couple of fertilizing contracts we could maybe do today if we really wanted to. I'm more just being a bit nosy and seeing what else there is to do on the farm. Right, I did sell the feed mixer because there is a production mod come out that I'm really impressed with actually, in testing and using. And yeah, it only came out the other day. Was it Friday on Mod Hub? Yeah, really massive fan of it. I'm making a right mess of this parking, aren't I? I'm gonna get it far enough away from there. I want it on that angle like that. That's it. I don't really know where we're gonna put the reaper truck though. I think we might need to get into there for the fertilizer. But yeah, there's a couple of fertilizing contracts to do. And I just, I don't know, do I do the fertilizing contracts or do we just move another month? The problem is we do have something to do this month. That's my thing, and you know, there is a couple of contracts that we can get done. Now we're going to have a look in here. Oh, would you believe it? The one series I don't want this, it comes up in the store. Yeah, contract wise, there was a couple of fertilizing contracts. There's a few for, right. That's going to be today then. Yeah, we want to get these done. Because like I say, it's a little bit of money in our pocket. Because we are going to have a very busy May. May comes, we're going to get hitting that hay. Yeah, we're going to hit the hay. We're going to try and do a few different contracts. Let me just try and get that into there. But yeah, we need to get a TMR production. I have been doing a bit of research and I've also been looking online for doing a little bit of research. And to be honest with you, obviously feeding your milk cows or your dairy cows TMR is the best. But overall, it only works out to be about 5% better. They're only worth 5% more per cow. And you know what I mean? And they only produce 5% less milk over here. But hay is a damn sight lot easier and cheaper to make. So I've been wondering if it's even worth doing TMR. You know, at the end of the day, it's costly to make. You know, you need that machine. I know, fair enough, you get that machine, fair enough. But it also means we don't need to keep as much straw. We don't need silage, so we could sell the silage bales, you know, make another, you know, lump sum of money in the bank. So yeah, you can kind of see where I'm thinking with that one. Yeah, I kind of think we maybe just feed them hay and take the 5% hit, because I don't think 5%'s a lot, to be honest. That's a personal opinion. Now obviously we'll go do the first contract before we turn the radio on. I do like to at least do something before we do a time lapse. Yeah, I don't know what that little bits of juddering are every once in a while, but I do seem to get it quite regular and it's on all the maps as well. I wonder if it's like the shader cache building back up or something. Can't say for sure. Yeah, I think we've got like 5 or 6 fertilizing contracts to do. Now it's spring. That's good enough for us. Like I say, we don't really need to be in March over long, so I'm going to up that time to 10 and we're going to kind of blast our way through this map. I know to get into 106, I know we have to go through 109. That much I do remember from this farm. And there we go. Yep, it did open that. Lovely. Yeah, I know some of you guys are not the biggest fan of my slightly slower episodes. You've hit the dislike button on the slightly slower episodes, and it's a shame because they're like the only dislikes I've had in months. But I can't please everybody. A lot of you guys also do like the slightly slower episodes because you like it gives a different twist on the series. Sorry, I'm having to scroll out here, but I'm having to do it so slowly because my mouse is broken. And yes, I still haven't got a new mouse. It's only the scroll wheel that doesn't work. Yeah, it's only a cheap mouse. It's not flash. It's not important. You know, it's not massive. But yeah, I do definitely at some point need to buy a new one, but things come up, do you know what I mean? We're in the middle of buying a house and things like that, and it's just a genuine case of I'm just trying to save every penny, you know, for that house, you know what I mean? So yeah, haven't really bought a new mouse yet. I've kind of just been living with it. I wouldn't mind, but I found another little cheap mouse just to put me on. It's like £12, so it's like 15 bucks. And like I said, cheap mice do the job for me. I don't see the point. The scroll wheels break on every mouse I get, so I don't see the point in buying like a Logitech G, whatever number they are. I just don't genuinely see the point in them, to be honest. They all end up with the exact same issue. Right, as you can see, that is field 106 done. They're all actually not far away. It's opposite the shop. I'm just looking on the mini map, obviously. Yeah, they're all not far away. A couple of contracts, and we've got a loan payment as well to make this month. So yeah, it'll be nice to get this loan payment out of the way. I'm going to drive first person, and I don't have to keep scrolling the mouse wheel. Yeah, we're going to do the field opposite the shop at the moment. Field 61, I think it is. That's the next one. They're not very big fields, guys. And the problem is, if I do put it into a time lapse, I'm going to be done in like 2 minutes, and then I haven't really got anything else to do in March at the moment. But if I kind of leave us just doing the job, it's like a catch-21 of what to do best. I thought this field was opposite. Oh no, it's opposite the Ballysprings Inn. My bad. Yeah, no offense, guys. Someone's commented on my driving through the people before. Yeah, if I stop and let them people cross, I'll never move. They don't despawn. So yeah, for me, the spline for the people is a really bad one. They never seem to stop. If I sit there and wait for the people to move, they never will. So I don't wait for them. I just plow through them, to be honest. Yeah, someone did mention, wow, you just drive through the people, and I'm like, yeah, that's because they don't despawn otherwise. So I'm not messing around with pedestrians on this map. As you can see, this is a very, very small field. This is going to be one down, like that, and one up. This field's done. This field is literally done in like 5 minutes. So yeah, there isn't much point in me time-lapsing these fields. The biggest part of doing these contracts is the driving to the fields. There you go, look, another one down. $55, $25 and $27, which are all just off this main road, which I think is absolutely fantastic. It's just going to keep us going. Like I say, we're in the Deutz, which is our fastest tractor at 26 miles an hour. Our aim, guys, is still to own a big farm, and our aim is obviously to own the Lamborghini tractor. And I don't mean the Lamborghini tractor on lease to buy. We need to We need to purchase that as a, you know, as is, you know, purchase it brand new. I just, you know, it actually kind of got me into it because I've been watching Clarkson's farm again, and yeah, I know it's not the exact tractor he has, but you know, it's just a little in-game goal for us to set. All right, that gate's up there. This gate's here, so I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll do 55 first, because 55 entrance is right here, and then we can go up that main road. There we go. This is a relatively big field, to be honest. I'm not a fan of the trees in the fields like that, especially since there's no you know, grass around it. Could do with spending a little bit of time in the editor actually and putting a bit of paint around each of them fields, you know, around the trees. I've thought of just removing the trees in general, because I do think they kind of spoil it for me. It's just a personal opinion. Like I say, this is vastly becoming one of my favourite maps to play. It's definitely my second favourite map. At the moment, nothing beats Attingham Park. I love that map. I just can't get anyone to do co-op to continue the series, which, like I say, that's the reason why Attingham has not been around. But yeah, we had another couple of episodes over the weekend of Old Stream Farm, guys. What did you guys think? Are you enjoying Old Stream Farm? It's designed to be a slow style series. It's not designed to, all my series are not designed to be, oh, let's make £1 million in a week. You know what I mean? I don't like them kind of maps. It's like the American maps. Like someone was asking me via message and stuff, like, you know, why don't you play like the big American maps? Honestly, I get bored of them way too quick. If I have to spend, say, 2 hours harvesting one field with the biggest harvester, I get bored. That's why I like these smaller fields and like the UK maps. Plus, obviously for me, UK Irish maps, they're kind of the style farming I see in real life, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's nothing like personal or out like that. It's just a genuine case of I can easily get distracted and bored of doing something, and just some of the big maps, like if someone brought out, say, a 16-time map and it was like this style, you know, small, medium and a couple of large fields, fair enough, because you could do the large fields as contracts and blah 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 blah. It's like I used to play Farm Sim 19. I played Ravenport with the wife. Yeah, Ravenport. And our goal on that series that me and the wife played, we just were like, look, let's own the biggest field, but we'll work up to it. You know, you should start with the default and blah 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 blah. And once we bought that very large field, we got bored of playing Ravenport, and that was it. Do you know what I mean? But it just ended up just being short. And let's be fair, Field 8 on Ravenport, I think it was Field 8. You know the one I mean, like the big one. We just ended up being like, it takes too long. You couldn't just play the game for an hour because it took you more than an hour to do it. As you can see, we've got one more contract to do after this. This should pay another 5 off of the loan. We've got 20 grand in the bank as well. And next month we will have our grass to cut again, which also means grass contracts will appear as well. Like I say, I'm trying to avoid doing grass contracts unless I've literally got nothing to do, and that will be the case in March, April, something like that. We will have our fields to deal with. If we don't have our fields to deal with, then we'll just do a grass contract. I say it gives us something to do. Right, it's this field here, another one with a tree in the middle. It's a nice character field though, apart from the tree. I love how it's got like this gate here. Oh, there's another old school tractor. That's just like the Volvo my granddad had. God, it feels so long ago since we did the Volvo Ferrari line. Right, there we go. So these have now just got lovely fresh fertiliser on. Most likely we'll want a second coat of fertiliser as well, since it's a contract. Don't want to fertilise them again straight away though, that's the downside. As you can see, we've earned quite a bit of money today doing these contracts. It's given us something to do, which is always good, because March is always a quiet month. Hopefully when we go back to the farm there might be a pallet of lettuce, and then we can start doing the mixed salad. I nearly said mixed fruit then, but that's a drink in the UK. There we go. Lovely. Done and dusted. Let's have a look at these. Yep. And there we go, £29,000. We'll pay an extra £5,000 off that loan. Don't mind doing that. We've earned nearly £10,000. We're down to £35,000 in the bank, guys. That is fantastic. It means we can either take out another bank loan really soon, or instead of taking a bank loan, we just save the money and buy the fields directly. The fields are about £30,000 each to buy, roughly where we are. They do vary. I think one's about 50, but the smaller ones are about £30,000, and they're the ones we're kind of aiming for. They are a grass field, and obviously we will change them from a grass field, so that means, you know, ploughing them up and things like that. But overall, the farm is still growing nicely. Like I say, this isn't designed to be a super fast series. You know, it'll speed up now we've got productions, but like I say, that's why we're not trying to produce loads of production product, you know what I mean? Yeah, let's head our way back to the farm. Like I say, I could time lapse this, I could jump cut this, but the problem is we've still got next to nothing else to do this month, so we might as well just have a nice slow drive back to the farm. We might even take the afternoon off, and in the next episode just come back and it be April. Might do that. Yeah, you guys also said about bringing in a Reaper sell point just to give us another place to go. I'm not really sure where to put it. That's the problem. Everyone's like, yeah, but Reaper, don't put it close to your farm. The only downside is the only bit of land I have I could put it is near the farm. So yeah, I'm struggling to find somewhere to put it, if I'm honest. I could put it near the shop actually, like this field here, 91. This 91 field here is a relatively small field. We could buy that actually, maybe buy 91, put production in it, maybe. Are we for real? Come on. You don't need to stop, white car. Come on. Right. Come on, John Deere. Let's, quite a bit of fertiliser though to do that them contracts, but I'm glad they're done. I'm glad they're done. I love to do fertilising contracts because they're good paying jobs and they don't take long if you've got a spreader like what we have at the moment. But it's brilliant. That is us back on the farm. Let's see if anything's popped out of the greenhouse. I'm hoping it has, to be honest, but I'm not going to hold my breath. Yeah, nothing's come out yet. We've slowed the greenhouse right down. That's why it's taking so long now. Like I say, I don't want to be overpowering, you know, using overpowering mods really. the mod itself is brilliant, but as soon as you put the seed and the fertilizer in it, I do feel like it overpowers it just a little bit too much. But we'll have a look at the animals. Food, yeah, got plenty in there. Potatoes, right, we've nearly got another tub of potatoes. The lettuce are coming along nicely. Oh no, ignore me, guys. We have the extra large pallet mod for tomatoes and lettuce. So yeah, that's quite away from giving me a pallet. That's my bad. Just want to double check here and make sure these have got the these have got no straw at all. Right, these have got no straw at all. So we need to deal them a little bit of straw. I think we might just put a couple of straw bales in. We're gonna have plenty of straw coming up soon. Where? Ah, I wondered where my pallet forks had gone. I'll tell you what, we'll put that half a bale in. Oh, it's 91%. Oh, there you go. Fantastic. So we'll put this one in. Yeah, everyone was telling me that Reaper, use the you know, you get the cut bale mod and cut them and bucket it. Guys, we already do that. To be fair, the guy who put that on the comment, I don't think he'd got that far in the series because he'd put it in an earlier episode. Yeah, guys, I do massively appreciate all the new subscribers as well lately, guys. We are slowly going up that list. 563, I think, was the last time I recalled. Yeah, that happens sometimes when using pallet forks. Didn't want to let go of the bale. Right, so if I go this way now and we get this bucket, I'm going to cut that second. Like I say, it's the reason why we're not getting any manure at the moment, and I do want to keep going with the manure. Like I say, we might set the greenhouse going up on the maximum one again, but at the moment it's not the end of the world. Whoa, that was a lot. I didn't even cut the entire bale. I've noticed actually with the cut anything, you know, with the cut bale mod, I have noticed it doesn't always cut it all. There we go. So we'll get this little job done. Like I said, there's not much more we can do over in March, but we might as well give the cows some bedding. It makes sense. We've got a bit of straw. We don't have loads, but we have got a bit. But I think in future I am just going to feed the cows hay. Like I say, I know we lose about 5% in value if we were to sell them. Well, the dairy cows, we wouldn't be selling them. And we lose 5% production output. But to be honest with you, I don't think 5% per cow is going to be a lot, to be honest. Like I say, it was courtesy of Scroff. To be honest, Scroff did all the work, and I watched his YouTube video on the outcome of the animals. It's the same with the pigs. You don't need to feed them 100% to get pretty much 95% out of them. Which I know we don't have pigs on this map, guys, but pigs are going to be on the old stream farm. So yeah. Never really put much effort into pigs because they end up being quite, for me, quite annoying. As you can see. It's taking a little while to do. We might just leave the one bale for today because it is 10,000. We will put the other bale in, but I think we'll just can do that maybe in the next episode, or I could do most of it off recording and just do like the last one at the beginning of the next episode, things like that. Like I say, I'm not the quickest when it comes to doing this kind of work, and a straw blower would have been easier and cheaper. No, not cheaper, but would have been easier and quicker, but this is a cheaper way of doing it. At the end of the day, we've got to use what we can afford. I do want to just do one thing. Let me just move that a minute. What does this bill? This, yeah, this says there's. See, look, it won't cut this bale. Yeah, there's 1 litre in that bale. That's the one thing I don't like about using this. What is it mod? The cut bale mod. It never seems to cut it all. For some reason, it always seems to leave 1 litre for me, and I can then never get rid of that 1 litre. I don't know if anyone else has had that. If anyone else has noticed that, let me know. If not, it might be a mod conflict again. Like I say, I've got like 11 gigabytes of mods installed, and obviously some of them might conflict with each other. There's not much I can really do about that one. It's just a genuine case of that might be what it is. But yeah, if you look on here, a 1 litre bale, and if I press cut, it doesn't do anything. So I think there's a conflict somewhere, or that's just what happens. I'd like to say maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. I don't know. It would be hard to figure out why it's doing it. It would be a hard one to figure out the conflict. But yeah, I've got to go check on the chickens after this. Check on the honey. Make sure everything is all right up there. There we go. Oh, I went to reverse it in there and I've got my Reaper truck in there. I've got to be careful with that one. Let me just put that under there. Let me go up to the chickens. Yeah, if you look, there's no more contracts. No, that's not the chickens, that's the bees. Right, here we go. Just want to check on their food. It looks like they've got plenty of food. They're giving us 2,000 litres of eggs. Like I say, I'll wait till that pallet's full and then we'll sell it. Lovely bit of honey again. This should be a really good little production going for us, the honey. No, we do. Okay, I don't know why that one's flying in the air, but it is. If you notice, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. They'll produce really well in the spring summer months. Yeah, 2,000 litres of chicken, of eggs. Looking forward to that one. Yeah, I think that is pretty much all I've got to do in this episode. But yeah, if anyone's curious, if I do, and I was to bring in TMR, I do believe it's under factory. I'll most likely sell the Reaper consumables. Yeah, forage mixer, there it is. And I'll probably just bring that in and probably put it somewhere like there. That way it's just always... And then I might even bring that one in for... It's either that or I bring in this one, which is a proper production. But I think that's a little bit big, to be honest. We can get away with using something like that. But it's £22,000. It's something... It's quite expensive for what it is. But yeah, I am going to leave this episode here because I haven't really got anything else I can get done today. It's all going to be in the next month or so. Oh, hang on, what have we got here? We've got another pallet of potatoes. Right, okay. I don't think the Reaper truck can take potatoes. That's why I've got the trailer, you see. No, I don't want to be in that one, Reaper. Come on. Like I say, I've tried to bring in the production once before and it just wouldn't take the pallets. But I think it was the potato seed production that I was using at the time. So let me just see if I can load these up into here. I don't think I can though. Yes, I can. Right, it wouldn't let me do that earlier. Right. Let's look at bringing in that production then, guys, towards the end of this episode. I know it's like the 30-minute mark, but we'll have a little look. It's not going to take us long to get around that corner. Maybe put some potatoes in and make some french fries. The potatoes are not a very... big paying production actually. Like if I go sell these potatoes now, you're looking maybe about £200 for 1,000 litres. If you look at the French fries, it's about £300 for 1,000 litres. So you know, you do make that £100 more on a pallet, but you also, you know, that's not a lot when you think you've got to buy the building to do it in and things like that. So yeah, if this doesn't work, I will just reimburse myself for the job. Yeah, this mouse is really starting to annoy the hell out of me now. That's the ice cream. Right, so there's the potatoes. Right, like I say, I don't think this will work. This is just a test. £10,002. Like I say, I don't think it'll work. Need to unload. It didn't work earlier. Oh, it is going to work. It is going to work. Fantastic. You know, we'll do it. There we go. We've got some potato. Let's get that. Yeah, I was going to say he wasn't giving us 1,000. It was only giving us 922 then. So we can do premium potato, and it does us pig food. I'm not really fussed about that. I'm not bothered about that. So French fries, 5 potatoes into 4. So it's not going to be massively overpowered either. So if we're just gonna decorate this a little bit like we did with the other place. Give me a minute. Oh, it's under others, sorry. And I know it's about £120 for each one. Like I said, I'm just gonna design it the same way as I did the other one. Oh, it's £180, sorry. But if we just do that and that just stops us driving into it. But there you go, guys. We've now got the second production. We are now making potatoes. Oh, we are now making French fries. There you go. I think this is the perfect little place to put things like this. And like I say, we got the spinnery there. We still want to buy the spinnery, guys. That is definitely something we still want to do. It's not, we haven't forgotten about it. I know we're kind of moving away from that goal at the moment, but we are making potatoes, so why not bring in the potato production earlier? That can help pay for the spinnery, because like I say, we can build up the wool while we're we don't have to sell any wool. We can just literally keep it all on the farm until we bought the spinnery. Hopefully, guys, you've enjoyed this episode. I do love an episode where there's no time lapses. We've managed to keep the whole episode going without any time lapses, and I do really like doing that. I am thinking of maybe buying a straw blower though, especially if I feed them hay. We're gonna need a straw blower, because like I say, look, 1 litre, it's kind of annoying. But yeah, until the next episode, guys, I do massively appreciate everybody for watching. If you haven't already and you enjoy the series, please hit that like button and that subscribe button, as we are trying to reach 1,000 subscribers. But until the next one, guys, as I say, thank you for watching, and I'll see you all later on.